Is there a chance that Zadina has a new home by deadline day?
There is a chance, and I think the way to best explain the Zadina situation is that I think a potential change of scenery is in order here. You take a look at a guy that there was so much excitement around going back to the 2018 draft and the Red Wings grabbing him at number 6 overall. He was known as one of those guys that could shoot the lights out. And I think as he's gotten into his career, obviously some pandemic shortened seasons along the way, but he's a guy that's been recognized now as someone that perhaps plays a little bit more on the perimeter and isn't able to really get the quality of chances that teams would like. And another reason why he may be available, look at his ice time. It's dropped considerably. It's down 2.5 minutes from last season alone. He was a healthy scratch for one game in January, then came back the next night, didn't play very much. I think there's certainly a question about his deployment and use, his fit in Detroit. And I think a lot of teams looked at his month of February. He was on the Red Wings top line from February 9th through the 26th, a 6-game stretch where he put up 2 goals in them. And teams around the league viewed that as a showcase opportunity. Why is Filip Zadina playing up in the lineup? They viewed that as a classic sort of pump and dump. Let's get this guy's value up and then let's potentially make a move. It's possible that Zadina, a pending RFA, is on the move before the deadline. It also could be one of those deals that maybe waits until the summer.
Another name that could be seeing his name on the trading block is Kasperi Kapanen out in Pittsburgh. 11 goals in 40 games last year, down to 9 goals in his first 54 this year. What are you hearing about Kapanen?
Yeah, Kapanen's an interesting piece for the Pittsburgh Penguins because you look at their group and you say, well, they're probably not going to be making a ton of changes here. They've had a successful season. They've challenged and been right near the top of the Metropolitan Division for the bulk of the season. And you look at where they're heading down the line in terms of future years, they're not going to be selling off pieces, but that also means that at the same time, they're not going to be trading futures as well to try and help this team in the moment. So is there a swap that you could make if you're the Penguins for another guy that is a pending RFA? And when you look at his career totals, you look at some of the seasons he's had, in an ARB case, he's probably looking at somewhere in the $4 to $4.5 million range. Do the Pittsburgh Penguins want to pay Kasperi Kapanen that? I think that they'd be totally welcome to the idea of keeping him through the trade deadline to help them with their playoff push. But if you're looking to target one player on the Pittsburgh Penguins roster that could move before the deadline, Kasperi Kapanen would be the guy.